What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. Damn, look at that light. I apologize again for my eyes. I swear it's not what you guys are thinking. These goddamn eye drops have me really irritated. But anyways, before we get today started, I want to give a quick, huge shout out to the homie Batman. You guys know him as Senor Rats. Well, I want to give a huge shout out to Senor Batman because if you guys saw in the last video, we were bashing on him because he brought the wheels. He brought the work wheels, they're right here. And we took them apart and we were bashing on him because they were mounted wrong. But he claims that that's how they go and blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that. But anyways, when I saw the wheels, even when he had them, I was like, man, something about those works just look different. But I never really paid attention to them. But now that he brought them with no tires and we were gonna dismount them or tear them apart, I guess you could say, that's when I noticed that's what's wrong with them. So you guys saw in the previous video, I'll show you guys an example here. Because we got some barrels and shit. So, we got the barrel. And then Batman had the lip, right? And then how Batman had him mounted was this face, he had him up here like that. And then the hardware was done. And then, so, they also got silicone all over through the hardware, which we already told Batman that's not how you do it. But I just wanted to show you guys how he had them mounted versus how they're supposed to be mounted. So anyways, let me show you guys again. That's how he had them, right? So now let me show you guys the proper way that it should be. The face is there. The barrel goes over the face. Then you grab your lip and your lip goes over like this. Obviously, you know, line it up, whatever. And then your face gets pushed up against your barrel and lip, and you insert the hardware. Now you see the difference? So you guys could clearly see the difference right here, how it looks. You guys see that? Opposed to how Batman had them with, here I got another face here. How Batman had them, look at how that looks right there. See how it looks weird? So, anyways, enough about the work wheels. That's not what today's about. Today is about, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my powder coating gun is gone. So, it's gone, it's not here. I sold my SpectraCoat gun about, maybe about 3 weeks now, 4 weeks maybe, about 3 weeks. So I sold it, and I was originally gonna get another gun, which was a lot cheaper. See, I paid about $1,800 for my SpectraCoat. And I thought, oh shit, this is a baller gun, you know? Obviously, I had already seen different ones before, like the Wagner unit. But them bitches were like 5 grand, 6 grand. So I got the SpectraCoat. I'm like, okay, $1,800. It's not a $5,000 gun, but hey, at $1,800, it's close. It's gonna do me some sick ass work. And although it did work, I guess I could say it worked decent. It wasn't great. When I started powder coating, with the Eastwood hot coat, which is like $100. So jumping from $100 to $1,800 was a big jump. But when I purchased the SpectraCoat gun, I purchased that about 2 years ago. Obviously, I barely started using it now because I barely got my new oven in and I barely got done, you know. Long story short, I had the gun for 2 years brand new in the box and I just started using it. When I ordered the gun, I guess you could say I was new to powder coating because like I said, I started with the Eastwood hot coat. So a $100 gun, there wasn't much to it. If you guys have seen it, it literally is just a little box that has a voltage 1, voltage 2, connects to the power. You hold the trigger and you shoot the gun and it's, you know, it's your typical DIY hobby garage powder coat yourself gun. So when I bought the SpectraCoat, I didn't really know that much. And when I had the Eastwood gun, I was having a lot of troubles coating any colors that had 2 stages or 3 stages, meaning like, you know, base coats, candies, clear coats, all that. Because obviously, the more powder you start applying to an item or a product, the harder it is for more coats to be able to stick to that powder, because you're reducing the ground, you know? So pretty much when you shoot a first coat, like let's just say some wheels, right? Those wheels right there. You get them to a bare stage like the bottom, you sandblast them, everything, they're raw. When you shoot the first coat, it's gonna grab good because it's obviously bare metal, the ground is 100%. So then you bake it, you bring it on, you let it cool down. Then it already has a layer of powder. You go on and you try and shoot a second coat. Well, it's not gonna grab as good because it already has a layer of powder, so the ground's not 100% there. So anyways, what I'm trying to get at here is, when I bought the Spectra coat, I thought I was gonna be able to do, you know, second coats, third coats, all that, like corners, all the hard to coat areas were gonna be like a breeze with all this, you know? So I bought the gun. Long story short, 2 years come by, I finally opened the gun. You guys saw that video a few months back with me and Big Rob set it up. Shout out to him. He's doing good. I know he's been missing on the videos. You know, if you guys are wondering what happened to Big Rob, he got a job and he's been super busy, but he's doing good. So anyways, we set the gun up and we go and start powder coating. And come to find out, second coats, hard to reach areas, corners, crevices. It's not a breeze like I thought. We're having issues. So call Spectra coat and, you know, troubleshoot the gun and all this stuff. Well, come to find out that the gun I bought, the Spectra coat, you can only adjust kVs, which is kilovolts. So that's all you can adjust, kilovolts. Apparently, you know, this is when you get into the expensive guns, like the 5-6 grand. That's because you can adjust kilovolts, microamps, powder to air, all that shenanigans, right? All the good stuff. So when I bought the Spectra coat again 2 years ago, I didn't know this. Now that I opened it and I used it and I do more research, I find this out. So anyways, I put the gun on Craigslist and it sold. I obviously lost a lot of money on it because I only got $800 for it. That's what I sold it to the guy for. Like I said, it's a good gun. But for what I'm trying to achieve and for what I'm trying to do, the work that I'm trying to provide and the work that I'm trying to do, you guys know, we own 3F Auto Show, we own Team Advent, so the image that we try to put out there is like show quality. So anyways, I sold it and I came across another gun that was called, I think, the Redline Easy 100, and it was like $600, right? And the company told me, oh, you can't adjust microamps, you can only adjust kVs. But this gun is better in Spectra coat because you don't have to have a hopper for the powder. You know, the powder goes on a cut. So it's easier to change colors and it's a stronger gun to do multiple coats. So I was gonna order that gun, but they were out of stock. And then they tried to sell me the Redline Easy 50, which is the same thing, but it's that one was $400 because it's you can only go up to 50 kilovolts. Obviously, that's what the Redline Easy 50 means. So I'm like, no, I don't want that gun. If I'm already gonna waste, I might as well get the 100. You know, me thinking more is better, which I know that's not always the case, but that's what I was thinking. So anyways, I do some research, I go through some videos and whatever, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this Easy 50. I mean, I'll give it a try. Shit, what do I have to do? You know, $380. If it works good, perfect. If it doesn't work, then I'm out $380, but I tried it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's order that Redline Easy 50. And they tell me, yo, we're out of stock on that one as well, but we'll be getting some towards the end of May. And I was like, oh, for my luck. So I'm like, just thinking about it, like, man, like, I should have just not wasted the 1800 on the Spectra coat. I should have just bought a Wagner and you know, but like I said, back then I didn't know what I was doing. Well, I knew what I was doing as far as powder coating go. I didn't know what I was doing as far as buying equipment, you know? So I'm there thinking and I'm like, man, I should just buy this Wagner gun. And then I'm like, fuck. But I don't know, like $5,000, that is a shitload of money, you know? Like, for somebody that doesn't really have a lot of money, dropping $5,000 on a gun or on a unit like that, like just here you go, $5,000, is a lot of money. It's something to really like sit back and think about it. It's not like it's easy and I'm like, shit, yeah, here you go, $5,000, ship me that shit. So I was like, fuck, what do I do? So then I'm thinking like, okay, $5,000. I got the BMW over there. You guys seen that? I'm like, I could order the motor mounts, I could order the transmission mount, I can order the M3 rear end that I'm gonna need, and I can order the new control arms because I need to put this car on the ground so I can roll it around and clean it. I'm like, and then I'll probably, you know, start sourcing the LS and, you know, possibly buy that too. I'm like, man, I can buy a lot of parts for this car and get it going opposed to just one gun. So then, you know, I'm talking to the homies. By the way, shout out to Angel, aka Uncle Monty. Shout out to Batman once again. He already got a shout out in the beginning of the video, but shit, we'll give him another one. So anyways, they're like, yeah, dude, you know, $5,000 towards the Beamer is a lot of money. It's gonna get you a lot of parts. It's gonna get you a good jump to, you know, get that project going. But at the same time, $5,000 towards the business side of things can make you more money that can fund that project. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I know. So it's kind of one of those things that it's like, you know what you should do, but you don't want to do it. You want to do that. So I was like, fuck, man, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So anyways, a few days go by, right? And I'm like just scrolling through the internet. And I hit up my guy over there in New York, Espo's Powder Coating. Some of you guys may know him. He's really big on powder coating. He does badass work, legit. So anyways, the gun that he uses and the gun that he's been using for years is a Wagner unit. So I hit him up and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm having this dilemma. I have the Spectra Coat gun and I just sold it. But I'm thinking about buying this red line gun, you know, because I need a gun to powder coat. He's like, stop messing around with them cheap guns and just go with the Wagner. And I was like, yeah, dude, but that's a lot of money. So he's like, I'll tell you what I do. He's like, since he uses a Wagner, he's like a distributor center for Wagner. He's like, this is what I'll do for you. He's like, if you're down, I'll take care of you. I'll hook you up with the same unit that I use, obviously a new one, right? But the same one that I use. And I'll hook you up with a good price and I'll help you set it up and I'll help you troubleshoot it and all that. And I'll get you going so that you can stop messing around with this cheap shit. And I was like, oh, let me sleep on it. I'll get at you tomorrow. He's like, cool. So then I hit him up the next day and I'm like, yo, Tom, let's do it, bro. He's like, you sure? And I was like, fuck it, dude. Let's do it. Give me your PayPal and I'll shoot you the money. And here's my info. And let's just do it now before I say no. So guys, I did it. I bought a Wagner Sprint X box feeder unit. And there it is. It just got here today. I know you guys can't see much. Still in the box. Like I said, they literally just delivered it today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little excited because like I said, I saw this gun years ago when I started powder coating, which is like 6 years ago that I started. And, but I was like, that is a shitload of money. And I don't see the need of spending that much for a gun. And 6, 7 years down the line, here I am, about to open my brand new Wagner Sprint gun. So I'm gonna open it and I'll pick up the camera and see how it looks. And well, you know what? If you guys have made it this far, it's kind of dick of me if I just put the camera down and you guys don't get to open it with me. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open it together. So let's go. Woo! I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is a lot more shit than my Spectra coat came with. Not only that, but I could tell right off the bat. I don't know if it's just the base or the control or whatever, but not only is this box bigger than when my Spectra coat came in, but it's heavier. So, fuck. There's a lot of shit that comes in here. I don't even know where to start. Look at this. Ooh, baby. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the unit. And I'm probably not gonna take it out of the box right now because it is late. It's dark. Obviously you guys can't tell the time with just being dark, but it is, it's 11 p.m. and I'm lonely. I'm out here alone. Fucking Batman didn't visit Daddy today. I'm a little sad. He's going camping tomorrow, so I won't be seeing him this weekend. Fucking Angel hasn't visited me since he picked up his bumper. You guys see the box still there. So he hasn't visited in a while. Maybe I should have held that bumper hostage so that he can come, right? And every time he comes, I'll give him like a little piece, like a little bolt, a little nut, the lip, the grill, and maybe like that we can have them more often. So anyways, oh goddamn, my eyes are itching. Ugh. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm probably not gonna take it out of the box right now because it is late. And I do gotta call Tom and let him know that I got the unit already so he can help me out and set it up. But once it's set up, I'll obviously show you guys what it is, how it looks, and hopefully we can start powder coating again. And hopefully this makes me love powder coating again, because honestly I was hating it. When I first started powder coating with the Eastwood hot coat, I loved it because, I mean, think about it, it was about 7-8 years ago. Life was more simple. People liked more simple colors, And honestly, when we started powder coating, it was just for our personal stuff. So it was kind of one of those, like, if it looks good, we're happy. Then people started like, do mine. And we started doing more work like that. But then we got into like colors that we couldn't do or provide with that gun. And then that's when I bought the Spectra coat. That's when I built here. That's when I placed the order on that bigger oven. And yeah, so pretty much when I started powder coating, I didn't have none of this. I didn't have this. I was powder coating out of a shed from Lowe's. I think I have a photo. I'll put a photo here. So I was powder coating out of that shed. The oven that we were baking on was a fridge. It started off as a fridge and we gutted it and we made a tube frame. And then we just put sheet metal on the inside, and we bought a house oven from Craigslist and we tore it apart and we took the heating elements from that and the controllers, and that's what we installed on the fridge to heat up the fridge. But obviously from the outside it looked like a fridge. I think I have a photo of that one too. If I do, I'll put it here. That was our oven, and it wasn't big. I mean, a fridge. Yeah, I think it was bigger on the outside than it was on the inside. I think inside we were only like 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet by like 3.5, maybe 4 feet tall of clearance. So when we would do wheels, it was like one at a time, and, So anyways, saved up a little bit of the monies, and then my dad helped me build what is now our shop. And then I bought the Spectra coat gun, and then I bought that oven, which is very expensive too. But like I said, we built this shop maybe about 2-3 years now. No, about 3 years now. And I got that oven less than a year. So I barely got the oven, and then obviously you guys know I barely opened the SpectraCoat gun. But anyways, enough about that. There's the Wagner unit, and yeah, I kind of do want to get it out of the box though, so at least I give you guys a little bit of more something. But like I said, it's a lot of shit in the box, and I need to get with this guy so he can guide me through, you know, we gotta go make sure everything's in there and all that shit. But with that being said, I just figured I'd share a little story time with you guys about my powder coating background and troubles and hiccups and this and that. So if any of you out there are looking into getting into powder coating, don't make the mistake I did on buying a cheap gun. Obviously, if you're trying to like just learn the process of powder coating and do little parts for yourself here and there, yeah, go ahead and, you know, buy yourself the Eastwood hot coat gun, dual voltage. It's like $100. It's good for your DIY, you know, parts. But if you really want to get into the business, I would suggest just save your money and invest on the good stuff. Obviously, I have not used it yet, so can't really say how badass it is or if it's worth it. But from what I've, you know, like I said, I've seen this gun years ago when I started powder coating. And from what Tom tells me, which he has years, I think he's been powder coating for 10 years and he's owned a Wagner. He's had the same Wagner unit for 8 years now, he said, I think, or 8 or 9. So seeing the work that he puts out and, you know, knowing the background of this gun, I hope it's gonna be badass. So just take my word. Goddamn shoulder pop can is empty. This was enough today. I have not had a shoulder pop. Actually, I did have a shoulder pop today. I have had the shoulder pop of the day. It was a no Monsty. I didn't have a Monsty today, but I did have the Coca-Cola Coke Zero shoulder pops. Actually, I had 3 of them motherfuckers. But the shoulder pop of the day has been accomplished. That's, you guys know, you know, you gotta have the shoulder pop daily. That's a must. But that's the Wagner unit. Once it's set up, I'm gonna show you guys how it powers, how it looks, all that good stuff. But with that being said, I am out of here. So don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.